I want to welcome you to this live section. Yeah, this will be a very quick one. Let me know where you are watching me from. Yeah. As always, sometimes I do choke my head for the kind of leaders we have in Nigeria. And the kind of leaders we produce is due to the level of corruption in our country. So many people that you see today that becomes our leader, they are all the products of our system. And our system has been so corrupted to the level of unrepairable mode. How do I mean? That is the reason you see that most of Nigerians are enjoying the level of corruption that Nigeria finds herself today. Because when you approach some people, though they may be saying Nigeria is not good, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. But if you check their attitude, you will know that this one does not want Nigeria to change. Let us leave out maybe educated or non-educated Nigerians. Majority of Nigerians like the way Nigeria is. And that is the reason we are finding it difficult to get it right. Because you observe that as some people are trying to pull it up, some people are there, they are pulling it down. And you know, according to Newton law of motion, it says that is the third law of motion. It says that action and reaction are equal. And you know, when you have opposite and direct efforts, you know, it will be difficult for one to pull the other to the other side. I believe you are getting what I'm saying. So that's the reason we're having this kind of corrupt system in Nigeria, and it's very, very difficult to get it right, to bring it up or to adjust it. By virtue of some of the works that I do, I'm an engineer, a computer engineer for that matter. And what used to happen is when a system is corrupt, the best you can do on that system is to format the system. When you format the system, you install again the operating system, the user softwares and things like that, and the system will come back to normal and start functioning as expected. But unlike our system in Nigeria, it seems as if the corruptible state that we are right now in Nigeria, some of us like it like that. Because the way it is bad, some people are eating from it so conveniently that whatsoever that happens to other people, they don't care. Let me know where you are watching from. Thank you. People that are joining me from the comments. Yeah. Thank you for the comments. So, as I was saying, that our corrupt system has produced enough leaders, enough corrupt leaders for Nigerians that it is now so difficult for us to change Nigeria for better. And number one of it is from our foundation. From the day Nigeria was formed, something was wrong. Corruption was part of what they used to create Nigeria. There was no sincerity from the foundation, from the foundation of during the creation of this particular country we are talking about. That is the reason it's so difficult for us to get it right in Nigeria. How do I say that? If you are following what is happening in the Senate today, you will agree with me that when the Senate president, they are in the conference member, I don't know, the section that they had today in the afternoon. Then when the Senate president was reading out the bill, where he was uh, illustrating that you can now transmit election results electronically, but in case of any network issue or difficulties in doing that, the form EC8A will now be used as a collation result, which will now be used to announce the results. And when he read that portion, some of the Senate members, they supported that motion. You understand? Hadn't been nobody supported the motion, it would have been difficult for Senate president to hit the gavel. You understand what I'm saying? Because some people answered when he said if you are in support, say aye, and if you are not in support, say nay. Some people still supported that the statement he read. Some of the members of the Senate still supported. They said yes, that they supported it. Let's assume nobody responded. Will it hit the gavel or nothing? No. I don't know. Maybe you are getting what I'm trying to say. That I don't think Nigeria can get it right because of the mixture of people that are corrupt and people that are looking for a way out of this corruption. Few Nigerians are looking for a way out of this present state of Nigeria. That is the reason I said that Nigeria has been so corrupt that the leaders that we are now producing are now making the thing worse than expected. Where are you speaking from? Presently I'm speaking from Ondo State. I'm in Akure, Ondo State. Thank you for asking me where I'm speaking from. Actually, I'm new to these issues, okay? So I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to get somebody to teach me. I'm sorry if I'm causing some inconveniences if you want to communicate and I'm not answering you, because I see that some people are asking me questions now, but I don't know how to answer them. Okay? So what I'm trying to do in this live stream is that the leaders Nigerians are producing are making it difficult for Nigeria to come out of its corruptible state. That is what I'm saying. Because if you follow the trend of things that happens in the Senate chamber today, in the Senate floor today, you will agree with me. I don't know, maybe they've been paid, maybe they've given them some money or some token for them to support the motion that says that when electronic transmission of result from polling units is not successful, that they can now use the manual one. And as we all know, that manual transmission of results will lead to rigging in collation center. That is what Nigeria are agitating for. That we don't want manual collation of results anymore. We want real-time result collation from polling units. You understand? But we observe that despite the fact that when Senate President was reading the bill, especially the point at which he was saying that when the electronic process was difficult to do, that they should adopt the manual result collation. And some people still raise their hands. Some people still say they are in support of that. Actually, I don't blame them. I don't really blame them, because their journey to that place was through manipulation, through rigging, and through kind of different kind of election malpractices. You understand? So that is the reason it's difficult for Nigeria to come out from all these things. Okay? You can drop your comment you can drop your thought in the comment section if you are following with what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is that it will be very, very difficult for Nigeria to get it right if things continue the way it's continue. And I have done some illustrations about if a system is corrupt, what you do to that system is that you format the system, you install on it a new software, starting from the operating system to the user softwares and things like that. Okay? So that is what they used to do in case they want to bring a system back to its normal state. But you see that in Nigeria, such things cannot happen because of the mixture of corrupt leaders, corrupt Nigerians, people that are suffering. We have corrupt, suffering Nigerians, if that English is allowed. What is the name of this person? Deraj Shungai. Well, I don't know what is wrong with you because I am not speaking the English because I can see that you wrote what you wrote in English language, and I am not speaking French and I'm not speaking Spanish. If you listen to what I'm saying, I'm actually talking about my country, Nigeria. And I don't know the reason why you are writing what you just wrote. If something, well, let me just leave you to what you are responsible for what you wrote. I don't care what you wrote. So, guys, that is what I want to tell you tonight. Our corrupt system is what that is affecting us, which has produced enough leaders to keep Nigeria in its corrupt state. That is what I want to share with you in this video. If you are just seeing the video, don't forget to drop your thought in the comment section. If you are here to subscribe to my channel, subscribe to it, click on the subscription button, turn on your notification bell, and equally like the video, share it if you like. That is all I want to say. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.